So good morning if I haven't said good morning to you yet already. So it is the exercise to music, what we will be doing. Mobilising everything first to start with. The huffy puffy one is reach and pull forward, side step with a circle, reach and pull back, side step and circle. We will step forward wide with our arms and legs going wide and back with them going back together. We will march and punch up and down, and some knee bends, waving the arms about, some scooping one side and the other, and we will do some, what else are we going to do? Some half jacks, or if you can, full jacks. So I'm going to be doing it with the low impact people today. So I'm just walking everything. So I shall be just doing the half jacks and the walking. And side steps and circle again. If you can do the high impact, you're going to skip it. And then marching 4 wide, 4 narrow. Okay then, so feet are width apart, tummies are tight, neutral bottom, shoulders are back and down, chin parallel to the floor, tucked in. So we'll start with a deep breath and a stretch then. So nice and tall, shoulders are going up and down, deep breath in, blow the breath out. Stretch forward and squeeze back, so backs of hands touch in the front, palms face out at the back. Hands by your side, circle one shoulder forward, nice and gently. And then circling back the other way. Other shoulder is going forward. And back the other way. Hand on shoulder, circling the elbow. So you're drawing circles with your elbow. One way and then the other. And the other shoulder is coming forward, so you're going to mobilise the other shoulder. Remember, you only do things that don't cause you pain. So if it causes pain, then miss it out. Swinging one arm forward and back for 3. And then a big circle. So as big a circle as you can manage. So all the way through the session, you're only doing what's good for you. Other arm, forward and back. Big circle. And another one. And a circle. Hands are going onto waists for the waist bend next. So we're going, I'll wait for him to start singing. Over and up. Nice and gently. Now if you get dizzy, do stop until the dizziness goes. And then for the other way. For the first side, this time lifting the elbow. And for the other side. Slightly bend the knees, keep hips facing forward, and we're twisting one side and the other. So looking round over your shoulder each way. Second side. And then with straight arms. Each side again. And then we'll have a knee, hip and over. So hands on hips. Left hand, right knee. Back to your hip right hand over the top and back to your hip. Then it goes to the left knee, back to hip and over and rest. So first side and over and the second side. Slightly bend the knees for a last twist, one side and the other, and a rest. Heel and toe bit next. So, heel and toe. Other foot. And step and tap. Tap it behind. And kicking behind. Marching on the spot. Nice and tall, remember, tight tummies. Shoulders back and down. One foot to the other. So we try and stay nice and tall all the way through. And then one knee lift and the other. Step and tap. And some side steps, 2 that way and 2 back again. And then feet wide for some knee bends. Couple more if you can. And then heel and toe pumping from the elbows. If you're able, if you need to hold on to your support, then just use the feet. Other foot. Step and tap, arms are still. Tapping behind, pushing back. Kicking behind. Marching on the spot. One foot to the other with a biceps curl. And a knee lift. Step and tap. Side steps with a chest press. And feet wide for some knee bends. Okay, arms going all the time now if you can. So pumping straight arms, heel and toeing. So we're getting the pulse rate to go up a bit. Other foot. Step and tap, swinging. You shouldn't be getting puffed now. You should just be raising the pulse rate a bit. Tapping behind, pushing back. And remember, it's not a competition. Kicking behind, so if you do something slightly different, that is fine, as long as you keep your legs and arms moving, getting puffed. That's the important thing, marching on the spot. One foot to the other with a biceps curl. And a knee lift. Step and tap swinging. Side sets with a chest press. And some knee bends. Waving the arms about, so squat and slide. So you're sliding one foot to the other. Couple more. And a march on the spot. So we're going to go in the square, or forward and back a few times and side to side a few times, whichever you prefer doing. So off we go. Reach and pull forward, side step with a circle, reach and pull back, side step and circle. Remember, if you can skip and jump and jog, do that to get your pulse rate going up, but only if it's going to get you puffed but not gasping. Wide forward, back narrow. And go at your own speed. You don't have to do it in time. Marching on the spot, punching up and down, or jogging on the spot if you're doing high impact. I'm sticking with the low impact people today. Squat and slide, so knees bend, sliding one foot to the other and waving those arms about. So if you're finding it a bit tough, don't bend so low. Scooping one side and the other. Full jacks or half jacks. So jumping jacks with 2 arms and 2 feet if that's okay for you. Half jacks if you shouldn't be jumping about. Side step with a circle. Skipping it if you're able. As long as it doesn't hurt your joints. So we're working at a level to get you puffed but not gasping. So 5 words is the magic number. Wide and narrow. 4 steps wide, 4 steps narrow. And then we're going round in a square again. So forward, reaching and pulling, side step and circle. And again. And another one. Jumping and jogging if that's okay for you. Wide forward, back narrow. So arms and legs go wide, then they come back together. Punching up and down. Marching or jogging. So if you can jog, please jog away. Squat and slide. So knees bend, sliding one foot to the other. And some scooping, so 2 scoops one side, 2 scoops the other. And do a few more. Add the jumps and jogs if you can. Half jacks. Or full jacks. So jumping them if you can. Side step and circle. Wide and narrow, so 4 steps wide, 4 steps together. Reach and pull, so in a square again. Wide forward, back narrow. Punching up and down, marching or jogging. Squat and slide. So knees bend, waving the arms. And a scoop. Fran, you might want to turn your microphone off because you just popped up on the internet. And half jacks. It was only just for a second, so you're right. Side step and circle. Wide and narrow, so 4 steps wide, 4 steps narrow. Or you could jog on the spot if you find that's better for you. If it gets you a bit more puffed. In a square, reach and pull. Side step and circle. Skipping and jumping as much as you can. Or keeping it low impact with me if that's better. Wide forward, back narrow. Punching up and down. Marching or jogging it. Squat and slide. And scooping. Doing a grand job, everyone. And then half jacks or full jacks. So jumping it if you're able. Okay, so slowing down. We've got to the cooling down bit. So no more jumping and jogging. But we're doing the same thing. So in a square. Side step and circle. Back we go. So it's all very gentle now. Getting our breath back. Wide forward, back narrow. Few more. And punching up and down. Squat and slide. So gentle knee bend, not going so low. Gentle scoops to one side, to the other. And half jacks, no full jacks. Side step and circle. Couple more. Four wide, 4 narrow. square. Nice and gently, smaller steps. Wide forward, back narrow. And a few more. Marching on the spot, punching up and down. So a bit slower. Squat and slide. So knees bend, again not so low. A lot more gently. And scooping to one side, to the other. And a march on the spot. So we're going to start leaving the arms out. So forward, no arms. Side step with a circle. Back, no arms. Side step and circle. So this is just going to bring the pulse rate down more gently. And again. Wide forward, back narrow, so low arms, smaller steps. Marching on the spot, punching up and down. But all a lot more gently. And some knee bends. Just little ones. And some scooping, 2 scoops one way to the other. Four wide, 4 narrow, but not so wide. Just little steps. So this time we're going round in a square, no arms at all. And again. Wide forward, back narrow, very low arms, small steps. And marching on the spot, no arms. And a squat and slide, so just nice gentle little ones. And we'll have some quarter jacks, that's elbows out to the side. 1 foot, 2 elbows. In a square again, no arms. and marching on the spot. So slowing down even more. Okay, this time just forward and back. Forward and back. No arms at all. One more. And then we'll have some eighths of jack. So one elbow, one foot. And some side steps, no arms. Marching on the spot again. And we're just going to end nice and gently. So we're going to do some heel digs to the front. Taps to the side. And taps to the back. Heel digs front. I forgot to open my windows, so I'm boiling. Taps to the side. And taps to the back. Well done everyone, so our pulse rate should be down nicely by now. If not, do keep your feet moving. Deep breath and a stretch. And another one. And one more. Brilliant job. So we're going to get yourselves a drink of water and you're going to put your ankle weights on, please, if you've got them. If you haven't got any ankle weights, and just working against gravity. But do have a drink. So we're going to need a chair for the next part. So the next thing that we're going to do then is a sit to stand. Now you don't actually need your ankle weights on for the sit to stand, but just get them on in readiness for the bit after the sit to stand. The sit to stand we're going to do to increase help to increase or maintain the power we have in our legs to stand up. So sitting on the front third of the chair, and what we're going to do, if you need to push on your chair to get yourself up or your thighs to get yourself up, then please do. If you can do it without using your hands, then do it without using your hands. And what you're going to do is you're going to come up with a big oomph, stand as tall as you can, shoulders back and down, tummy nice and tight, and then very slow and controlled going back down. Pause for a second and then place your bottom on this chair. So it's all very slow and controlled. If you get dizzy or any pain, if you get pain in your knees or anything and you need to stop, then make sure you stop. It's not a competition. So we're all ready then. So feet apart, sitting nice and tall, and we're going to keep going up and down till the end of the music. So slow and controlled back down, pause and place gently. Up, shoulders back and down. Nice, slow and controlled going down. This is such an important exercise. Helps to make sure you can maintain your independence. Once you can't get out of your chair on your own, you will always have to have someone there to help you get out. And so you will not have your independence anymore. So really important to keep practicing this one. Maintain your ability to do this. Nice and tall and slow and controlled back down. Now if you need to stop before the end of the music, then make sure that you do. Have a little rest, and then if you're able, you can join back in again. Nice up and down. Make sure you stand as tall as you can when you're standing up. Make sure it's lovely and slow as you go down. So you're keeping your back nice and long the whole time. We're not curling and uncurling the back. You're coming up, and as you go down, you're hinging from your hips and sticking your bottom out, but keeping your back nice and long. Brilliant job. Excellent. That will do us for the sit to stand. So next thing we're going to do, tummies and pelvic floor. So you're going to sit on the front third of your chair, feet are hip width apart, and we're going to slow and controlled squeeze the tummy tight. So it's not just sucking it in, but a slow and controlled squeeze, and then slow and controlled relax. Slow and controlled pelvic floor squeeze. Hold it for a few seconds and relax. Quick squeezes of your pelvic floor, relaxing in between each. And then the two slow ones, tummy and pelvic floor together, hinging from your hip joint, lifting one knee and then the other knee, and breathing all the time. So no holding breath at any point. And again, we'll carry on to the end of the music. So slow and controlled tummies, nice and tight, and then relax. Squeezing tight, make sure you keep breathing, no holding breath, and relax. Squeezing tight, and rest, and squeeze tight, and relax. Pelvic floor, slow and controlled squeeze. So you're desperate for the loo but can't get there yet. And rest. Slow and controlled squeeze. And relax. Squeezing again. And relax. And another one, squeeze tight. And relax. Then the quick squeeze, relax. 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 And squeeze again and relax. Now the two slow ones together. So keep on breathing. Everything's going tight. Hinging from your hip joint. Lift one knee and the other knee and rest. Then everything's going tight. Tall as you can. Leaning back. One knee and the other knee and rest. And relax, squeezing tight, tall as you can, breathing all the time so you're hinging from your hip joint and you don't touch the back of the chair. Lifting one knee, then the other. And another one, everything tight, nice and tall, leaning back. One knee and the other one. And a rest. So now we're going to stand up for the leg weight exercises next. So upsy daisy. You can either stand behind your chair and hold on to the chair with two hands if you need to, or whatever you're using for your support, or have your chair to the side. So what we are going to do then, we're going to lift a straight leg forward. We will lift a straight leg out to the side. Remember, leading with your ankle, so it's almost as though you're turning your toes in. Feel a bit pigeon-toed. And then taking the leg to the back, straight leg again. So all three, your legs should stay straight for. Now, have your hand resting or holding something to keep you steady if you need to. We're going to do one leg, then the other. So we'll alternate legs. And we're going to do each exercise until that piece of music stops. But if you get any pain or if you get any shakes before the music stops, it's important to stop and have a rest and join in again if you can. But if you get shaking of your muscles, that's a sign it's done enough. So slow and controlled up. Slowly down and slowly up. Now you can hold on to your support or rest your fingers there, or you can do without, whichever you find the best. So it's very slow and controlled, just to the front and rest. Make sure your tummy is tight and make sure you're breathing. Slowly up and down and up and rest. So forward and the other leg. So first side, think about your tummies, make sure they're nice and tight. Second side. First and the second, first side and the second side, and the first and the second. First and second, and the first and the second, each one again. Second side. First side and the second side. So the reason we do alternate legs is to give your hips a little rest in between each one. Okay, so that will do us for that one. So now it's out to the side, one side and then the other. Remember, try and keep your toes pointing forward, so leading with your ankle. So it feels a bit as though you're pigeon-toed, but actually your toes are just pointing forward. And the other side. And rest. First side. And the second. So nice and slow and controlled. Second side. And the first side. And the second. And the first. And the second. First side. So this is going to build up the muscles at the side of your hip there and your leg. So that's going to help to protect you if you do happen to fall. It's also going to build up the bone strength or help reduce the loss of bone in your hip joint. So hopefully, if you do fall, and we hope you don't, but if you do, hopefully you won't end up breaking your hip. So these are also important exercises to do. They're nice, slow and controlled. And it does make your hips ache. Now, aching is okay. Just shows that those muscles are not used to doing this particular exercise. And so you will be gaining some strength from doing it. But we don't want pain. Particularly pain that lasts a couple of days. Definitely don't do it again if it causes pain for a few days. So if that happens, you should always find out what's going on. So you need to visit your doctor or physiotherapist or someone if you get pain that continues. But if it's just aching, we can carry on. And if it's pain that you always get because you've got arthritis or something, then that's okay to exercise the joint, and it's important that you do, but do it nice and gently. So you don't have to stop if it's arthritis pain. Right, to the back next then. So nice and tall still, and your leg is going up. So you're squeezing your bottom nice and tight. And then squeeze your bottom on the other side, nice and tight. So straight leg going to the back. You don't have to lift it very far, so you don't want to lean forward. Just stay as tall as you can. Just nice and gently squeezing your bottom, lifting that leg backwards. So make sure you've got your tummy tight, make sure you're breathing all the time. Remember, if you get the shakes, time to stop. Doing a grand job. a few more to do, and then the weights come off and we will do the balance exercises, which again is really important to do every day if you're able. Last one each side, one and the other. Brilliant job. So the weights are coming off. So taking your weights off, and we'll do our balance exercises next. So again, if you need to have your support at hand, you can have it in front of you whilst you're doing the balance exercises, and you gradually try and hold on to your support less and less as the weeks go by. Or have it to one side, just hold on with one hand. So we're standing tall, tight tummies, neutral bottoms, shoulders back and down, tall as you can, feet hip width apart, and we're lifting onto our tiptoes, and then down, and onto tiptoes, and down, tippy toes, and rest, tiptoes, and rest, tiptoes, and rest, and tiptoes, and rest, tiptoes, and rest, tippy toes, and rest, tiptoes, and rest. And we're just going to do one more of those. Up we go, and rest. Lovely. Now we're going to lift our toes off the floor, so we're balancing on the heels. So tall as you can, and try and make sure your bottom doesn't stick out. It does like to stick out with this one, so try and keep it in, try and stay nice and tall. So lifting toes, and rest, and lifting, and rest, lifting, and rest, and lifting your toes, and resting, and lifting, and resting, lifting, and resting, and lift again. Keep that bottom tucked in so you're nice and tall, and rest, and lift, and rest, and lift, and rest. Last one, and resting. Brilliant. Now we're going to stand on a tightrope, feet as near a straight line as you can, weight evenly spread, and when you've got your balance, you're going to gradually try and let go of your support if you're able, and we're going to see if we can balance there for 30 seconds. Now if you need to move your feet to stay upright, then important that you do that. Don't go falling over. 30 seconds. We're going to put the other foot in the front, as near a straight line as you can manage, staggered if necessary. Weight evenly spread over the 2 feet, get your balance, and when you're confident you're going to let go of your support and balance there. Another 30 seconds. Excellent. So, going to do the tippy toe walking and heel walking and tightrope walking next. So you're going to stray from your chair if you're able. If you want to stay near your chair so that you can hold on to it or your support, stay near. But if you can make a bit of space in front of you so you can walk forward and back. So we're going up onto tiptoes, nice and tall. Tippy toe forward. And then tippy toe back. Forward and back again. And backwards. And then onto heels, so lifting your toes, bottom tucked in, forward and back again, keeping that bottom tucked in, and backwards, forward and back again, keep your chins up, keep looking forward all the time. Lovely. And now we're going on a tightrope. So heel against toe. Forward we go. And then backwards. Forward and back again. Back we go. Excellent. Well done. Now we're coming back to the chair and we're going to finish with the leg swings before we do our stretches. So weight onto one foot and you're going to swing the other leg forward and back. If you're able, you're going to let go of your chair or just have a finger resting on the chair if necessary to keep your balance. And then if you're able, we're going forward, to the side, to the back, lifting the knee, forward, side, back, lifting the knee and rest. And the same thing with the other leg. So weight onto one foot, swing the other. We're only going to do one of each of these, one each side. Swinging and then letting go of the chair if you're able. And then it's forward, side, back, knee lift, forward, side, back, up and rest. Excellent. So just going to end with our stretches, linking fingers then. Hands are going inside out. You're going to push forward and look to the floor and feel a stretch across your back. rest. Hand onto shoulder, lifting the elbow as high as it can go without hurting, so you feel a stretch down the back there. And you need to hold it in that position, otherwise you lose the stretch. So really important to hold it there, but also important not to cause any pain. Feet apart, hands going to the ceiling, hand on hip, and over we go. So you're stretching down that side. And a rest. Same thing the other side then. Arms going over the top, extra little push without hurting anything, and hold it in that position. So you're stretching down the back of the other arm. Then feet apart, hand to the ceiling, hand on hip, over we go. So the other way, so make sure you stretch the other side, not the same one as last time. Excellent. And a rest. Hands on bottom, squeeze shoulder blades together and slightly lean back. So you're pushing against your bottom and taking your back backwards, so you're extending your spine. So stretching down your spine and across your chest. Brilliant. Onto the legs then. Toes pointing forward, stride forward, bend the front knee and push the back heel to the floor. So you should feel a stretch in your calf muscle. So toes need to point forward and push your heel to the floor and bend your front knee till you feel that stretch. And then weight is going onto your back foot. Front heel on the floor, nice and tall, then hinge from your hip joint so you keep your back long. Bend the back knee and rest your hands on the back knee, so on the bent knee, never the straight one. And you should feel a stretch down the back of the straight leg. And up we come. Same thing the other side, so toes point forward to start with, then you stride forward with the other foot, bend the front knee, back heel pushing to the floor to find the stretch in that back, the calf at the back there. Then weight onto back foot, front heel on the floor, nice and tall, lean forward, bottoms going out. And resting on your bent knee. Excellent, topsy daisy. Now, front of thigh, going to have one foot in front of the other, bend both knees, tuck your bottom under to find a stretch, or grab hold of your foot and taking it to your bottom, but only do this one if your balance is okay and you're not going to cause you any problems in your knee. So your knee should be still together and your bent knee should be pointing down to the floor, not forward. Lovely. And rest. So same thing the other side. So either the other foot goes in the front, bend both knees, tuck your bottom under, or grab your other foot and take it to your bottom. Point your knee to the floor. And the rest. Sitting on the front third of your chair, I'm going to stretch the outer thigh. So sitting on the front third of your chair, if it's all right for your knee and hip, you're going to lift your knee and give your knee a cuddle, but think about whether you're allowed to do this movement or if you've been told not to. So don't do it if you shouldn't. And this is going to stretch that big muscle in your bottom. Then your foot's going over your knee. Rest your ankle just above your knee, and you're going to gently ease your knee toward the midline. So you're stretching your outer thigh, which we were working hard a little bit ago. And the rest. Same thing with the other side. If you're able, not been told not to do this, you're going to cuddle your knee, and also if it doesn't cause you any pain, don't do it if it hurts. And then your foot is going over your knee, so it's resting. Your ankle is resting on just above your knee, and then gently ease to stretch down the side of that leg. Brilliant. Now left hand, right knee, right hand, back of chair, tall as you can, and twist to look over your shoulder. So this is going to twist and stretch your full length of your body, and that's going to help maintain flexibility, which will help to help you walk more efficiently. As we get older, we tend to stiffen up in our bodies, back to the front, around the other way, so our walking becomes a bit stiff, and that's one of the things that causes us to fall over. So really important to maintain this flexibility. And back to the front, chin to chest, and up, gently down, and up, and gently down again, and up, ear to shoulder, up and over to the other side, and the first side, and the second, and head up, looking over shoulders one way and round the other way. First side, do stop if you get dizzy. Second side, and head forward, and then tuck chin in and relax. Chin in, relax, chin in and relax. One more. And relax. And a deep breath and a stretch. And another one. And one more. Brilliant job. Well done, everyone. Let's turn that off. So well done, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'll come and turn you all back on again on Zoom.